How you doing, Laura? You okay?
Hi guys, how are you?
Yeah, very good, thank you. Very good. It's obviously come at a good time for us to be speaking with you because it sounds like that you're quite busy with what's going on. But for those of you who aren't aware of you on social media, if you could just give us an introduction about yourself, where you are, what you're doing, and then we can kick on the conversation from there.
Yeah, sure. So, my name is Laura, as you said. I am a golf coach. I am a US Kids Golf Tour director, and I am a mommy caddy as well. So I started playing golf myself when I was about 5, 6 years of age. I played junior golf at all levels, played for my club, played for my province, played junior golf for Ireland, and then I went on to play college golf here in the States. After graduating from Old Dominion in Norfolk, Virginia, I got my first assistant golf professional job in Virginia Beach in the area. And at that point, I was kind of dabbling in everything golf related. And that's kind of when I realized that my love in the golf business really kind of steered towards coaching. And I still really had some interest in tournament operations as well. So what I ended up doing was I joined my sister at Landon-Holmes School of Golf. I joined her golf academy. I became a US Kids certified coach, started coaching with her full time. I then became a US Kids tour director. So I run a local tour in Virginia, and then I get to travel some as well and do US Kids state events, regional events. And actually, where I am right now, I'm actually at the Longleaf US Kids Golf Academy down in Pinehurst at the moment. I'm here as the director for the girls 13-year-old Teen World Championships this week. So yes, with what I do, I have gotten to travel a lot, and I'm very fortunate.
Fantastic. So, how's it going there so far? How's the weather been? How's the competition been? How would you summarize it so far?
So far it's fantastic. Today's the first practice round. So today's been a lot of boring stuff: printing scorecards, printing local rule sheets, kind of setting up the course and all that. The weather is fantastic. It's going to continue to be fantastic throughout the week. It looks like there is a lot of great golfers here. So for the Teen World Championships, we've got golfers from all over the world, ranging between the age of 13 and 18 right now. So here at my golf course that I'm directing at, it's only the girls 13-year-old division. I rode the course probably 3 or 4 times today, and just to see the level of golf out there it's unbelievable to see it.
Fantastic.
You good?
Yeah, no, I'm good. I thought you were going to say
no,
something.
It's
then.
fine. I actually want to touch back, if you don't mind. You've obviously come through the ranks with golf, from very, very young all the way through. How did you transition from being in Ireland to USA? How did that happen?
Oh my goodness. So, well, growing up playing junior golf, Michelle, my older sister, she was kind of one of the first girls playing junior golf in Ireland that ever actually came out to the States on a golf scholarship. I think there was only a couple of girls that actually did it before her. She's a little bit, about 5 years older than I am. So when she came out to play college golf in the States, I was 13 years old, and I was like, that's what I want to do. I want to follow her. I want to go over there. I want that opportunity to go play college golf in America. So for me, from the age of kind of 12, 13, up until when I graduated secondary school at home, that was just always what was going to happen. I was going to put myself out there. I was going to try and play college golf in the States. So by the time, I was 18 and it was time to get on that plane and fly 3,000 miles across the ocean, I was ready to go. I was ready for it. And plus I was going, Michelle had already moved to Norfolk, Virginia at that time, which is where it's a city that Old Dominion University is in, where I was going to school. So I actually moved in with her right when I came. So in all fairness, it wasn't that big. I did leave mommy and daddy, but I ended up living with my big sister as well at the same time. But I was ready to go. I mean, the transition itself, you're 18 years old, you're leaving home, you're going across to the ocean to another country. And, it was tough. You missed home or whatever else. But as far as jumping in and playing college golf, being on a golf, college team, you're basically handed your best friends or your teammates. You're given a community right there. You're traveling the country playing golf. When you're not in classes, you're doing social activities with the athletes, or you're at practice, or you're in the gym with your teammates. So you're kind of given, if you're really fortunate, because you're kind of given a family, even though you've gone to this university by yourself. So for me, the transition from, coming from Ireland over to the States, I found it quite easy. I know it's not easy for everybody, and everybody's a little bit different, but I just absolutely loved it up. I loved every bit of it.
So again, just to finish up this little bit of the conversation, what were the expectations of you to get into college golf, to to go out there? And you obviously had to meet some expectations. There was criteria for how good you had to be to do that. How did that go?
Yeah, so this is always an interesting one for me because what I've learned, I think, since I've become a coach is that there are many ways to play college golf. And when you hear that somebody's going to the United States, especially to play college golf, I think it gives us this idea that like this person must be the best. They must shoot low scores all the time. They have you think that they're setting the bar way, way, way up here. But in reality, since I've come to the States, I realized you can play Division 1, Division 2, Division 3. And within all those divisions, you've got 150 different schools that are ranked at all sorts of different levels. So as far as the expectations go, I'll say what was expected of me. I thought, kind of my family thought this was expected of me, and I did all these things, and I tried to achieve all these things, and I was very fortunate that I got to go to a Division 1 school, that I got a full scholarship and whatever else. But it doesn't have to be that way. There's many, many, many ways to play college golf in America, and what we kind of advise people is research some schools. Find 3 schools that are, setting the bar really, really, really high, that you might really have to push yourself, you might really have to struggle for. Find 3 schools that you could walk in the door right now and play college golf immediately. Even as a 16-year-old, you would be competing at the team. And then find 3 kind of middle of the road schools that are kind of like, I'd have to push myself a little bit to get there, but I'm not going to be breaking the bank at the same time. And research those schools, and then find out what else they have to offer outside of golf. Where do they travel to for their tournaments? What other schools are they kind of competing against? And I think a lot more people can play college golf in America than we realize. I think the opportunities are there for more people, but people are afraid to take that jump and that step because they think that you just have to be the best of the best. You don't have to be winning the English Championship or the Irish Close Championship. You don't have to be winning those. You don't even have to finish top 5 to potentially get a place in a college in the States. You'll have certain expectations, but it just depends kind of where you want to go or what you want to do. So, I know I'm making a short story long there, but for me, we kind of set the bar on things that I had to, I was going to a Division 1 school, and they weren't a highly ranked school at the time when I started. I chose a school that I would go to and not have to fight for my position on the team every week. I went somewhere that I was guaranteed to make the team. I knew I was going to be a number 1 or number 2 player because I said, if I'm going all the way to America to play college golf, I don't want to be fighting for a spot every week just to travel. I wanted to go somewhere I knew I could play. And the program did get better and better over the years, and they're now ranked top 50 in the nation. But there's many ways to do it. So I don't like to give an answer as to what you have to do. I think, do some research and see what has to be done to get into different places. Talk to the coaches early. You'd be very, very, very surprised at what you can achieve, even at a lower level of golf, as far as coming to play college golf in the States.
Yeah, I think that's something that I'd like us to explore maybe a little bit further. Obviously not today, further down the line, and we can look at what options are there and how, kids from the UK, what their pathway is, and we can kind of put some bits together for parents regarding that as well. Get the information from the coaches here and what they know, and I think that'd be something that we could then touch on further.
I think so. We did a great Q&A on Instagram Live with Maggie Whitehead, who's she's absolutely fantastic, and we talked about the her journey and the possibility of college golf, and I think, like you say, it's arguably more accessible than what the perception is, and just the things that you've said there about you don't have to be a big hitter winning tournaments at this stage. There's actually more routes than you'd like to think. And again, just speaking with you about that, I feel like I've learned something already. But it's a conversation we can really delve into a lot more deeper, as we speak with yourself and other experts on that subject as well.
Yeah, and I know a lot more. Like my understanding of the recruiting process and all that. I mean, I'm just scraping the surface.
Sure.
What from a coach's perspective, the bits that I have learned are to be able to turn around to these families who are putting a lot of pressure on themselves, and I'm able to say, hey, listen, let's relax here a second. Let's really look at what needs to be done. Let's look at what your kid's end goal is. I mean, if you've got a junior golfer, a girl who's 15 years old and she wants to play college golf, but she also wants to be getting a law degree at the end of the day, we really have to think of where we're getting a scholarship or where we're going to play college golf, because if you're going to play at a high performance school, you're not going to have time to study for your law degree.
Okay.
So you've got, there's so many ways that you can do it, and you can encompass everything. You can let your kid be the academic person that they want to be, the social person that they want to be. If they want to join a sorority, if they want to join a fraternity, like, you can do it all. You don't have to sacrifice everything just to play college golf. And I think, and it depends what your goals are. I mean, if your goal is to play on the LPGA Tour, the PGA Tour, at the end of the day, yeah, maybe you are sacrificing some stuff. But that's why we have to speak to the families and talk about what's your journey about? Like, where are you trying to get to at the end of the day? Because there's many ways to do this.